What's up everybody and welcome back to an Idiot's Road to Glory episode number 30. 30 days in a row we're on now. I'm glad you guys are still enjoying the series. Make sure you subscribe, drop the notification bell, all that good stuff so you never miss an episode. I'm going to try and keep this daily streak going for as long as I possibly can. And we got in the last episode, we'll come on to that comment of the day when we jump to live. But I was asking you guys for some ideas of different stuff, basically just to get some help with topics for videos off you guys, because doing a video every single day, whilst I absolutely love it, is also very difficult to keep the topics fresh. But you guys have loads of ideas and we'll come on to that. For now, we are investing in some players for potential Europa League marquee matchups. Now, this was done before the actual marquee matchups, like the UEFA marquee matchups, came out this week. I did it about an hour beforehand. You can see we started off with 67,000 coins. Keep that number in mind when we jump to live, because we've done some more investment in some other different stuff. And basically, as you guys can see by the title, the topic of this video is long-term investing. Now, this was a little bit short-term, but at the same time, it is kind of long-term as well, because I do expect at some point they're not going to do Champions League teams every single time. That's a pretty decent snipe actually, though. And I picked up an 83-man dander for 800 coins, which is pretty good. But basically, it's called UEFA marquee matchups. It's not called Champions League marquee matchups, which leads me to believe that at some point, like they did last year, they will use the Europa League games instead of the Champions League games. Because I'm pretty sure last year we did get some games where it used Europa League games instead and it used Champions League games instead. It was just still called marquee matchups because EA didn't have the license into the Champions League and the Europa League like they do this year. But this year they actually do. So I'm anticipating, to be honest, we might even get it today or tomorrow when you guys are watching this video, because obviously the Champions League games are Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Europa League games are on a Thursday. So maybe on the Thursday we'll get a second Europa League marquee matchup coming out. I'm not really too sure, but with that in mind, I went through and bought a load of the players from the bigger teams that when they play each other are likely to get into the marquee matchup. So that was, as you've seen, Arsenal, who this week are playing, if I quickly check it on the BBC website, I can't remember who, it was this other team. Is it Arsenal Lazio? Is that the other team? No, it's Marseille versus Lazio, AC Milan versus Real Betis, Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon, and then we're going to come on, you can see we're doing the AC Milan one, now we're going to come on as well to the two teams from Scotland, Celtic and Rangers, that are in it. Celtic are playing Red Bull Leipzig and Rangers are playing Spartak Moscow. So there's a few different options knocking around there, and we're basically just picking up some of their players, picking up some of the discard value gold ones, and you can't lose coins on Joe Robles for 450 coins, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you could just discard them for 350 if you wanted to, but you're always going to be able to sell a gold player for 450 coins. It's just the way it works. So we can't really lose coins on this, and hopefully I'm not filling up, and I'm going to talk to you guys about this a little bit as well. I didn't want to fill up my unassigned. Joe Robles was a duplicate, because it's really starting to annoy me about the fact that I can't do anything on this game because of my unassigned being full of crap loads of stuff. But basically just putting players into my club and stacking my club out with players that are going to be useful down the line. So when it comes to the Champions League marquee or the Europa League marquee matchup, I can just go and do it, and I've already bought the players for 400 coins rather than having to spend thousands on them like that Liverpool one, which I didn't even end up doing in the end because it just cost so many coins. So that's the idea, because I'm pretty sure they're going to bring out, the way they've got blue cards for the Champions League, I'm pretty sure they're going to bring out Europa League ones of them as well, because there's loads of different card types in the database. And I mean, one of them is probably going to be something along the lines of that, where you're going to need some Europa League cards. So anyway, we bought them up, we snapped them up. It's no risk, they're just chilling in our club. If we have any coins, we can just sell them anyway. And this just kept going on. That was me buying the Leipzig ones. I picked up some silvers as well. I got some Arsenal silvers and stuff, which we're going to come on to too. And also, in this episode, we're going to go on to comment of the day in a second when we go to live, once I've finished showing you guys what I've been buying. And we'll go to live and show you guys even more stuff that I've been buying. But in the comment section of this one, I want you guys to basically let me know, should I sell some of this stuff that's sitting in my unassigned? Because I just can't do anything on FIFA. I can't open my packs. I can't do SBCs because I can't get to the packs to open them. And it's starting to drive me a little bit mental, I'm not going to lie. But the problem is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose coins on most of it. So do I just take the hit or try and break even on them ones and just leave the ones that are chilling in my transfer list and just keep the investments of them? I'm not really sure, right? What we'll do, we've bought all them, we're buying some Chelsea players and stuff like that. Is the last one that we're buying. But I'm going to jump to live and I can talk to you guys a little bit easier about having to watch the screen and tell you guys about what is going on. So first of all, we're going to do comment of the day, which is actually quite a lot of you guys. We've got Iskender, we've got Luke Allen, we've got RGZZ1, and there was tons of you guys basically saying play against other Road to Glory. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And I think I'd quite like to play against some pros as well and test myself against some of the pros. Other you guys saying do foot drafts and stuff like that. So loads and loads of ideas for you guys coming in, and then people asking for tutorials on how to score free kicks, how to do time finishing, and all of that good stuff. So that is very, very nice. What we're going to ask you guys in this one is what should I do? As you can also see, we've only got 140k coins, so we've invested like 27,000 coins. But I'll come on to what we've done now. First of all, shall we sell some of this stuff? Like, I'm pretty sure some of them have gone up in price, and I'm pretty sure they'll go up more is the issue, but it's just such a pain in the ass. I need to sell 45 of them to be able to actually do stuff on this account. Joel Matip, Milner, and Klein, I'm pretty sure have gone up. Like, I bought Matip for 400 coins. If you actually go and check his price, I'm pretty sure he's worth about 850. So we doubled our coins basically. We didn't actually invest very many into him, but we have doubled what we did invest, and we can just take it out. I think I'm going to do it because it is actually starting to drive me mental, and I do want to do like the UEFA SBCs and all of that sort of stuff, and I just can't because, okay, there's one's going for 8, oh no, that was 800. So if we sell, list off at a 750, it'll sell basically straight away. I think I'm just going to do it because it's actually starting to do my head in. Like, we're not making a fortune off them, but we can keep some in our trade pile and make a fortune off them ones. And it's just doing my head in that. Like some people, Tom's fully gone all in on this, and I've only got 45 in my unassigned because I wanted to be able to snipe. Whenever Tom buys a player, it just disappears into his club. Like if I had 50 things here unassigned, the new ones that you buy, you can't actually see. It's just, it'll only show you to the end of this page, which is like 40, 50 of them. Anything after that disappears. Just never, ever, ever, ever see it. It's just gone forever. That's just how it works. It's so annoying, and you can't see anything new. So I ended up moving most of them to here so I could actually get the new stuff and do some sniping. But it's just driving me bonkers. If I'd have gone fully all in, like if I'd have spent this other 100k on Joel Matip, so that obviously like basically doubled my coins. But oh, we need to wait for this. See, we need to wait for this to sell before we can list more because of the fact that we have such a small trade pile as well. It's honestly doing man nutting, and we just can't. We've got 100k packs from foot champs that we can't open. So I think I'm gonna get rid of these. I don't know what to do about the 83s because I think they've all gone down in price. Like, let me check. Kolarov we bought for 1100 or 1000. And Bailey we bought for 900. Guedes we bought for 850. We could probably sell all of them ones off for about the same. Like this Matip sold straight away, so that's good. Yeah, so Bailey's like 1200 coins now, so we can make a few coins on him as well. We're not going to actually lose any coins. The issue is, I'm going to be really sad when, in a week's time, Bailey's worth 2k and I could have made an absolute fortune off him. But I think like Luis Gustavo and Carrasco and Matip and stuff, they've all gone down in price, and I just need to sit on them and not take a loss. But I also do want to be able to use my club at the same time. So I'll go and do that probably off camera and get rid of them so I can actually open my packs and do stuff in other videos for you guys. What we're going to talk about today is also investing, but much more long-term investing. Like this is quite long-term, and it is properly starting to piss me off that I can't use my trade pile and use my unassigned and stuff like open packs and things like that. It's hopefully going to come good soon. Like hopefully they're going to release a guaranteed Scream SBC. They might even release it tonight and I can sell them all at 6 o'clock and make a bloody fortune. But that is yet to be seen. So for now, we're just being annoyed by it. However, it is possible to do investing that doesn't annoy you by doing very, 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 very long-term stuff. Or not very, very long-term, but like weeks and potentially months. And I've got basically a whole list of stuff that you guys can make a crap load of coins on. If you wanted to go full on mental, you could fill your unassigned with all of these players and make a fortune, but you also couldn't play the game until it come out. So that would be kind of annoying, and I'm not going to do that. But basically what it is, I'm going to start off by showing you guys the ones that I've already done or started to work towards, and then I will show you some of the other ones, and you guys can go and start picking them up yourself, because it's a bit of a it's a bit of a slog to pick them up for good prices, but when you do it, it is very, very good. So it pertains actually to the League SBCs. Now, the only really good one that's come out so far is the Ligue 1 one, where of course you can get yourself a Depay or a Thauvin, which is pretty sick, and this thing costs like 400k to do. And the reason it costs 400k to do is because there's players like this Angers SCO, where the only right mid they actually have is a silver. And of course silvers don't come out of gold packs anymore, like it's only these two guys that you can put there. So consequently, they cost about 5,000 coins, which is pretty bloody ridiculous, as we've seen in yesterday's video. Now, the same can be said about a lot of the teams in other leagues that are actually quite popular and big. So think about it. When the Premier League one comes out, that's going to cost more to do than the Ligue 1 one because people want it more. And there is teams in the Premier League that you can only complete the SBC using silvers, which are then going to be an absolute extortionate price. So why not go and buy them now, whilst they're not an extortionate price, before the SBC comes out, and just sit on them, and then you can either do the SBC yourself, or you can sell them on for a ridiculous amount of coins. So that's exactly what I've done. Cardiff players, every single Cardiff player is basically needed for an SBC. Like they've got, I think, 4 gold players in the whole game, and obviously you need to trade in 11 of them. So I picked up this dude for 450 coins. I mean, this is just a snipe in general because I think he's worth over 1,000, but that's just me getting lucky and picking up one stupidly cheap. This guy was 750, 500 coins, 550, 350, 700, 400, 550, 450, 700. We're back to the start. Okay, basically picking them up for like 400 or 500 coins, 500 or 600 coins on average. And like I said, you literally won't be able to complete the Cardiff SBC without using all of these guys, and they're all going to be worth about 4,000 coins each. It's just like, what have I spent on that? I mean, we've got 140k, so we've spent 27k. Obviously not just on these ones, we've got loads of other players as well. But like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 players there. If they're worth 3k each, it's 30,000 coins for investing absolute buttons. And the same goes for other teams as well. Now, it doesn't always work for all of the teams where you need every single player. So Huddersfield, for example, I haven't actually picked any of them up yet, because there was no decent deals. Maybe we should do this in a squad thing so I can actually show you guys whilst we're talking about it as well. So if I just make a fresh squad called Prem SBC, I can show you guys the actual concept players and stuff whilst I'm talking about it. So I haven't picked up any of the Huddersfield ones because they were all really, really expensive, and I didn't feel like they were actually... I felt like I could pick them up cheaper if I just had a bit of patience and waited a little bit. So if I show you guys Huddersfield players, they've got a centre back, 2 centre backs and 2 left backs that are gold, so you can make a defence quite easily. They've got a gold goalkeeper, a couple of gold strikers. So really, they've got 3 midfielders, or 2 centre mids and a left mid. So any of them that you're going to need to pick up from Huddersfield, they're not quite as big. And again, I couldn't get any mad deals. A right mid, for example, this dude, you're going to need a right mid. You can probably pick him up for like, if you can get him for 500 or 600 coins, he's probably going to be worth a fair few coins. Huddersfield isn't the greatest example, so I didn't really pick any up. Manchester City is a very, very good one, and this is a particularly good one because, for example, if you want to build a Manchester City team to trade in, you're not trading in De Bruyne, you're not trading in Silva, Aguero, Fernandinho, Otamendi, Sané. No one's mental. No one's going to trade all of these players in. So if you actually want to make a midfield out of Manchester City players, you need to use the Silvers because they've only got like... Gundogan is the only one who's actually tradable in their centre mid. All the others cost like 20k. So this guy, Brahim Diaz for 600 coins and Gomez for 600 coins, they're going to be worth a couple of thousand because people would rather pay a couple of thousand for a silver than they would pay 20k for Fernandinho. Do you see what I mean? By the time we get the Prem SBC, they're going to be an absolute bank. I'll quickly run you guys through these so you can see them. I haven't bought all of them, but I'll tell you all of them that I've worked out so far for the different leagues. You can go and get them. This Chong guy from Man United, again, forwards, it's the same thing. No one's trading Lukaku, no one's trading Martial or Alexis Sanchez. So I picked up this guy for 900 coins, which might be a bit of a dodgy one, but he does actually sell for like 1,200 at the moment, so it's not the worst. For Spurs, I don't think I picked one up yet, but this Foyth guy, again, where is he? They haven't got any centre-backs. They've got Alderweireld, Vertonghen and Sanchez, and all of them cost over 40k. So you're going to need to trade in Foyth. It's basically as simple as that. You guys can go through it yourselves. I have started doing it on the Serie A as well. And it's just something that you need to be slow and steady with, really. Like, I picked up some Chievo Verona players, I picked up some Cagliari players, and I picked up some, I think I've just got this guy already, and yeah, he's just first owner. But in the Serie A, I'll lead you guys to the list. Atalanta fullbacks, you need silvers for that. Cagliari, I can never pronounce that team's name. They're defenders and forwards. Chievo's defenders and forwards. Empoli, every single one. Fiorentina left backs. Friosone, whatever that name is, absolutely all of them. Genoa centre mids, into goalkeepers because you don't want to be trading in Handanovic, of course. Juve, there's a guy called Keane who's probably going to be quite good for it. In Parma, midfielders, defenders, goalkeepers. Sampdoria, fullbacks and goalkeepers. Sassuolo, every single player. Spal, just defenders. Torino, defenders and goalkeepers. If you're looking at the Bundesliga, anyone from Nuremberg. Mainz, they're everyone apart from the goalkeepers. Augsburg, just the goalkeepers. Dusseldorf, you can literally do this for every single league, and I am going to go through and do it. And if you guys would like to see me show you all of the ones for the Liga NOS, the La Liga, the Bundesliga, and everyone that I pick up as I slowly just every now and again check for some players and pick some of them up and put them in my club, let me know. But that is basically what you can do for long-term investing. You don't want to just be going, okay, let's buy every single silver. Like, if I just did that and went and bought that Spurs dude, he was going for like 2k. That's stupid. Just every now and again, check for the silver Spurs centre-back, and you might find yourself a cheap one. Don't just think, okay, Foyce one, let's buy him, and then just grab, okay, he's like 1,300 coins, and be like, yeah, buying him. That's stupid. Try and get one for like 400 or 500 coins, and you're never ever going to lose any coins. And it's just like a really slow and steady, slowly stocking up your club. Like, I've stocked up my club with some Europa League players as well, and I've spent 27,000 coins on Premier League and Serie A players, and then I can go and spend like another 20k on Bundesliga. There's not as many in the Bundesliga and La Liga, so maybe like another 15k on Bundesliga and La Liga, and then maybe grab some from the Liga NOS as well, because people quite liked the Liga NOS SBC last year. Throw them all in, absolutely laughing. When the SBC comes out, sell them for bank, because I probably won't do them unless they offer me like a Firmino from the Premier League. Then I'm absolutely jumping at that. But other than that, we ain't going to be doing them, so we can just sell them all for ridiculous profits. So that is the idea. Yes, it is probably going to cost me like 40k, 50k of my coins now, but down the line, when I ship them on, I'll probably get like 300k back for them. So it seems like a pretty good investment to me. Like, you're not really ever going to lose any coins. If I ever was desperate for coins, I could just go and sell them again for like 600 coins, but I'm quite happy to just sit on them, with them chilling in my club. And when they are needed for the SBCs, we're going to be able to sell them all on and make an absolute fortune. So we've already got quite a few. We've got a good few pages of silver players just chilling here, and obviously I've already got some of them as well. There's the Arsenal ones that I bought for the, and is this, no, that's a Fairstone one. Okay, what am I talking about? That's not a Celtic or Rangers badge, that's a bloody Hibernian. Anyway, there's one of the Celtic ones, 200 coins for this guy. If you need them for an SBC, it's going to be worth like 1,000. It's just easy coins. Like, you can't lose coins, and you can make an absolute fortune literally just by sitting on some players in your club. So yeah, let me know. I'm saying let me know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go and do it, because it's driving me mental having this claim items thing sitting here. So we'll probably go and get that done. And then in the next episode, I think I'm going to do some Champions League stuff. So we need to do, I've got it set up that I can already do the UEFA marquee matchups literally just from first owner untradeable players. Like, everyone in this squad is just untradeable. Okay, there's a couple of tradable ones that I bought in anticipation of the marquee matchup. So again, we can do this with our 400 coin, 400 coin, 400 coin. So again, I must have done this the other day. I definitely did this the other day. I did it before the SBC come out, whereas now he's there for a couple of thousand coins. So if I didn't want to do this, I could just sell him for 1,200 coins, and I bought them for 450. And I assume the same goes for Wolf and Alcacer as well. Yeah, it's just easy coins. Like, that's a prime example of it. But I'm probably going to trade it in and get the pack that you get. You get a 15k pack for mostly untradeable stuff. Like this guy, Atletico, 650 coins. What's he worth now? About 2,000. Do you see what I mean? Let me know, shall I sell it? Or I'm asking you guys if I should sell all of my investments that are in the unassigned, but I'm probably going to do that anyway. Let me know if I should sell my UEFA Champions League marquee matchup stuff, or whether I should actually just do it, because why the hell not? This guy's untradeable. This guy is untradeable, and then I think I bought this one. Yeah, I did. I bought him for 600 coins. It's worth about 1,000. See what I mean? It's just, you just sit on the players and you just sell them later on and double, triple, quadruple your coins. As simple as that. That is long-term investing. That is how you do it. That is what you do. You buy stuff that people are going to want to use for SBCs a long time in the future, and when they come around, you sell them on. But I can also do a blue one of these, because you need the blue one for one of the, to complete the other marquee matchups. You get a couple of blue cards for doing this one, and again, untradeable. Literally everyone in the squad's untradeable. So I could just get myself a blue Champions League pack. So that's probably what we're going to do in the next episode. But in order to do that and actually open the packs, I need to get rid of this stuff, basically. So I'm going to go and do that off camera. I'm going to leave that episode there. That is long-term investing. Let me know if you guys have got any other clever long-term investments as well down in the comment section. Just comment bloody everything, basically. I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.